And what is the pixel sizes, guys? What is the range of the pixel? 0 to 255. And 3D means 3D channel means RGB, isn't it? 2D channel means black and white. All those things we done. And the architectures like input matrix, and then we have filter, and then we have output matrix. So input matrix, how exactly the pixel will split, guys? If we load an image, the image will split to the pixels, isn't it? Or matrix I called. So it could be based on graphs, based on the image, it would be split into either 6 into 6 matrix. And then we applied feature. The filter we call as feature map or feature detector. We called as feature detector. Output matrix we called feature map. All those things we done yesterday, isn't it? All right. And so what is the formula we discuss? N minus F plus 1. What is striding? Striding means this is the concepts to by default is one step right or down. So this is strident. So what is padding? When we apply this computations, what happened? The input matrix is always be less than, I'm sorry, always be greater than output matrix, which is we lose some data, isn't it? We lose some data. So that's why we add one padding concepts for the input, and then what exactly happened, then we can find out input matrix equals to output matrix. So this is called convolutions layer. Yesterday we completed convolutions layer, isn't it? So this is what we discussed yesterday. And are you guys understand or not? Up to this is what we covered. And then once we understand convolutions, max pooling. So by default, maximum time, 90 percentages filters would be 3 into 3 matrix. Filter, I'm saying. Are you guys understand or not? And then where do you apply max pooling? Max pooling always apply at the output layer, after output layer. So let's continue this one. And this is what we discussed yesterday. And so we have these concepts like installations, TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, OpenCV, and all those things. Neural network architectures we discussed. Forward propagation. See, I will come back. ANN versus CNN we discussed now. Okay. And then this is what, if we have an image, this is real image. The first step is convolution. Second step is max pooling. In the convolutions, we have striding, we have padding, we have like, what exactly next step? I mean, we apply the filters, isn't it? And output would be generate. Once we complete the pooled features, then the next step would be max pooling. These are the steps, guys. These are the sequential steps. One, next two, next three, next four. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. We create a layer, and then we apply max pooling, and then we do a flattening. Today we'll complete all the concepts, and then we heading toward one of the practical today, guys, isn't it? So real image of the digit, and then we convert to the arrays, and then we change it to zeros and ones, guys. So this is what happened. I mean, if you image would be split into the pixels 30 into 30 based on the dimensions, and this things is done by your OpenCV manually. This is not possible, guys. So what is convolutions layer? Yesterday we done this input image, a feature detector, feature map. This process is called convolutions. This process is called convolutions. Convolutions, what is the formula? N minus F plus 1. So when you apply this formula, so what exactly happened? Always output would be less, isn't it? So that's why we apply. I mean, we know all the concepts, guys. Now, next step. Now, max pooling. After this step, after this step, after convolutions, we need to apply max pooling here. The max pooling by default 2 into 2 filters, guys. So I'll write down filter 3 into 3 matrices, guys. Okay. And max pooling, what exactly we have? Max pooling we have 2 into 2. where you implement at output layer. I already covered this at output layer, what exactly happened. All right, just go ahead and do this. So this is input, we apply filters, we got result. You know, the calculations also, I was talking about yesterday, how the computation is done. Yesterday, we covered this, guys. Now the next step is, we also discussed this, max pooling, it maximum value pooled from the feature map, isn't it? So this works selecting maximum value from every pool. So max pooling retains the most prominent features of the feature map and return image and sharper than the original image. Are you guys understand? So what exactly next step? So shall we continue, guys? The next concepts. The next concepts which we have online team, everybody, can you hear me? And I hope you understand. And the next concepts, what we have is called flattening. What we have? Flattening. So what exactly really the flattening does? So let's understand. And in the flattening, so max pooling, what happened? We create a maximum data or not? We create a maximum values 2294, the maximum is 9, 7361, the maximum is 7, 8531, the maximum is 8, and 2426, the maximum is 6. Once we done this, what we do, we can apply the flattening. What flattening does, it will create a vector. It will create a vector. What vectors, guys? It will create a 1D vectors. So flattening is used to convert all the two-dimensional arrays from pooled feature maps into single long continuous linear vector. Did you understand? So now what exactly happened? Once the pooled feature map is converted to this vector, can we act like as an input layer or not? First CNN, then we move towards ANN, isn't it? So here, this would be happen. So after output, after max pooling, it would be convert as a linear vector, which is 1D. By default is 1D. By default is 1D. Online team, are you getting me or not? So what exactly happened? So max pooling, so flattening will implement after max pooling, isn't it? After max pooling. So max pooling, what happened? We have 2 into 2 matrix, guys. Max pooling, what is output we'll get? 2 into 2 matrix. And once we have 2 into 2 matrix, it will convert to 1D vector. It will convert to 1D vector and feed as input layer, okay, and input neurons like this, guys. So did you understand what's meant by flattening? So flattening is used to convert all the resultant 2 dimensions array from pooled feature map into single long continuous linear vector. Is it a linear or not? And then the flattened matrix is fed as input to the fully connected layer to classify the image. Flattened layer is used to make the multi-dimensions input one dimensions commonly used transitions from. So for example, for a better, I'll give you some of the images of flattening, then you guys can understand. So here, flattening layer. So we discuss is a convert all the 2 dimensions vector to the pooled features. Do you see this data? Go to images. In this images, if you notice, this is 1 second. So this is max pooled feature map or not? We convert to linear vector. We convert to linear vector, isn't it? And then let's check many of them. So this is what happened, flattening. When you do this, this is what pooled feature map. Pooled feature map means output matrix. From output matrix, we apply max pooling. Then we create a linear vectors. Then we created linear vectors. I hope understand, guys, what's meant by flattening. Guys, are you getting my point? This is all flattening. So we covered 3 layers. One is convolutions, one is max pooling, and one is flattening. The next one is fully connected layer. What exactly mean by fully connected layer? Look at this. This is fully connected layer. In the fully connected layer, a fully connected layer refers to neural network in which neurons applies a linear transformation to input vector through weighted metrics. Now from here, look at this. I wanted to show you one graph. So this one, let's assume this is what image we have. This is input and this is pooling size. We apply feature map, isn't it? And once we done this, this is convolutions layer. Are you guys understand or not? And we apply, we see input filter output, we apply max pooling, and then this is, we do the flattening or not here. From the flattening, this is fully connected layer, guys. The fully connected layer is artificial neural network. Are you understand? From prior to that, this is CNN. From prior to that, this is CNN. Online team, are you understand or not understand? Everybody just, can you give a quick acknowledgement, guys? I hope understand. So very simple. We covered all those things, guys. We covered all those things. For example, we have input metrics. Okay, we have image. We convert the image to input, and then we apply feature map. Okay, and then we get an output, and then we apply filter. Then we do a flatten. Okay, then we do a flatten, and once we do the flatten, what happened? We create a neural network automatically, then it will classify whether this is dog or this is cat. So fully connected layer is type of artificial neural network. Okay, fully is an essential component of convolutions neural, which have been proven very successful in recognize and classify image in the computer vision, guys. Team understand or not? And before that, I will explain this projects. Before I explain these projects today, I will go ahead to the final step. Look at this. I mean, we build projects, one project tomorrow, mood classifications using TensorFlow and Keras. But before that, let me introduce Keras today. Let me introduce Keras library. So assume I want you to understand this graph. If you understand CNN topics, concepts are clear. So ANN, CNN, we done. So I mean to say, let's see, we have some of the images. This images, we apply convolutions plus ReLU, convolutions plus ReLU, we apply the pooling, and this is called feature maps. What is the feature map? So feature map include convolutions layer plus max pooling. Till max pooling, this concept is called feature map. Did you understand, team? So we have one image, and then from the image we split to input, filter, output, and max pooling we called as feature map. Feature detector, input metrics we covered yesterday. From this max pooling, we create a flattened layer, 1D vectors. From here, we'll create a fully connected layer, and then it will classify whether it is a HOTS. Then we apply softmax, because softmax we use for multi-class classifications, and rest of the activation functions we use for binary class classification. So then it predicts whether the image is horse or zebra or dog. So this use probability distributions, isn't it? So guys, are you getting my point? So before I go ahead, so a little bit before I go to the practical, I wanted to introduce, so we discussed 4 topics right now, and all those things are convolutions layer, and then max pool, and then flatten, and then fully connected layer, isn't it? So fully connected layer, all these things and concepts we've done. Let's see how we done practical. But before that, let me introduce one Keras library, introduce to Keras and how it will act as a front end, how it will act as a front end and TF as a back end. Let's discuss. And to projects, I have one. Let me open this. And then we need to open TensorFlow environment. One moment. One second, please. Okay. So Keras documentations and deep learning. Okay. Just wait for some time. Kernel restart and clear all outputs. Okay. See, I mean, we introduced Keras, okay, with the form of one project's called data augmentation. So this is one of the very important because while you train while you train, I mean, less image, okay, might be the accuracy is not correct, isn't it? So you need to be train the model with more images, guys, with more images. For example, as I said yesterday, the images are unique, isn't it? One image cannot duplicate with others. So that's why how to create a multiple images, how to create a multiple images from, how to create a multiple images from what, guys? One image. And this is called augmented image. This is called augmented image. So even though in real time, when you try to load the data and you need to implement these techniques so that you generate more images, guys. How to generate? So that's why I required very important concepts called Keras dot pre-processing dot image. Are you understand what exactly this one, guys? Keras dot pre-processing dot image. So here, what is meant by that? I'll come back to this. So Keras, this is library which we used for deep learning neural network. And this library we use for when the data set images, API docs, guides, many things we have. And I don't want to, I mean, you can refer to more APIs document once you go back. So look at this models, layers, callbacks, optimizers, metrics, losses, utils, Keras, CV, okay, and gradient descent. So as I said, optimizers, okay, these are SGD, RMS prop, Adam, Adam W, Ada delta, Ada max, Ada factors, NA Adam, FTRL. Are you guys understand or not? Losses, probabilistic loss, regressions loss, Hing loss, okay, probability loss, regressions loss, and Hing loss, data load. So we have, see, definitely you cannot complete all those things. I mean, Keras tuners, hypertuner, tuners, oracles, hypermodels, errors, and we have all the files. But let's understand one of the projects here, and the name of the thing is Keras preprocessing.image. In the Keras API, we have a packages called AP processing image preprocessing, isn't it, guys? So now, before I go back to this one here, okay, tf.keras.preprocessing. Okay, when we do this, these many parameters we have class image data generator. What exactly I'm saying, guys? Image data generator. I mean to say, just go to this one and let's close. So, so do you see image data generator or not? But before that, let me run this. When we execute TensorFlow STF, what happened, guys? And it will act as, one second, need to be wait for some time. Okay, so image data generator we have or not? Generate batches of tensor image data with real-time data augmentations. Okay, and I'm calling the three packages from here. Those are image data generator, array to image, image to array, and load image. Did you understand or not? What exactly from Keras dot preprocessing dot image, we importing three things, guys. The first one is image data generator, array to image, and load image. So that's it. 4 parameters take care of everything. So here, if you see this, guys, image data generator of Keras. So check this. What exactly it's saying? It generate batches of tensor image with the real-time data augmentation. So what exactly mean by that? So that means the moment when I check this images, image data generator, did you understand, guys? If you have dog, the multiple dogs are augmented or not? Are you getting me? If you train anything, the similar objects duplicates multiple times. Are you guys getting my point? So here, this is all the credibility goes to image data generator. And this package we're calling from where? Keras library. So if you Keras library not installed well, then these things you won't get, isn't it? Look at this. I copy the code from here and tf.keras from the Keras library, image data generator. And these all parameters comes under image data generator. Understand? So all the parameters comes under this one, what we called, look at this. What is informations of these parameters? Feature wise center, sample wise, JC epsilon. I mean, all these inbuilt functionalities applied in what, guys? Image data generator options packages, guys. Are you clear or not? Now, once we go ahead and let's have a look at this, the image and array to image. What exactly mean by array to image, guys? Array to image means, I hope you understand, it's very simple. I mean to say it convert 3 dimensions numpy array to pill image instant, isn't it? It convert 3D array to image. As I said, one image is split into pixels. Pixels means what? It is array or not? Are you guys getting me? It is array. So that's why this package will convert to, and what will do? It will convert image to numpy array. Can we say this image to array? Now let's check this out. Now let's check this out. And we have convert spill image to instance to numpy array, isn't it, guys? So this is what happened. That means when we load an image, it will convert pill image to array, first step. Then in the code, we assign the parameters, metrics, filter, all those things. I will discuss. Then what is load image? Definitely you know this, but better, I'll show you all those things. Loads image into format. It's saying pill format. That's okay. That is one of the format of, even though you can update JPG and all the file. Are you guys understand or not? So all the 3 important functionalities we calling from preprocessing dot image data generator, isn't it? Preprocessing dot image, I'm sorry, preprocessing dot image. Okay. From import these things, image data generator, and then comma, and then array to image. Let's copy. And then we see image to array, isn't it? And then load underscore img. Clear? So all the credibility goes to Keras, guys. All the credibility goes to Keras. Now let's go ahead and data gen. I create a variable which is data gen, image data generator. Okay, so here we load the image or not? When I load an image, it's saying the rotation range would be 40. What is the rotation range of the image? 40. You can change 50, 40, 60 based on your interest. Width shift range means you wanted to make the image to width shape with the sizes of 0.40. Height is 0.40. Shear range is 0.44. Zoom range is 0.4. Horizontal, I mean, you have some flips, guys. Either it is horizontal flip, full mode nearest. Fill mode means the moment when the augmented image is created, the fill mode would be closest, guys. One images to other images close. You can also add many more attributes like We have a look at this. We have many more attributes like ZCA, rotations, width shift, and zoom and channel shift, fill mode. There's these, I mean, parameters we have on these libraries. So just go ahead and we execute this one. So do you see TensorFlow we done and using TensorFlow backend, using TensorFlow backend means we are execute these models in the TensorFlow virtual environment, which we created. That's what, no, yeah, you can do this. That's what I'm saying. You can change to 50, you can change to 0.5, you can change to 0.6, but the graphics would be defined. Now the next one. Okay, now the next step. So let's assume I have some of the images I stored in the folder, and if you want, you can also download some of the, I mean, directly you go to Google and download an image. So I'll go to Google and I can, which image you want to download, guys? Let's say that's called horse. Okay. So once we go back to, I will download this image. Can I download? Let's check this. Save. And I wanted to save this too. 1 second. Is it saving? No. All the stupid things it will ask. 1 second. One moment. Just now I done it. Okay, so you can download. It's not a big deal. Okay, and open. Okay, this source is okay. Now I don't scroll down. All right, so let's assume. Okay, or maybe can I make into PNG? Let's try. One second, guys. Okay, leave it. So I think I have my image. I can go back to this one now. It will not allow save. Yeah. So just one moment and download What's images, what's wallpaper. Let's say I can go for any one. Is it right click? Okay, let's try this. This is all the stupid things it will come. Okay, leave it, guys. You can download. Okay, and in the meantime, I have few pictures we have, and let's say load images, and there is dog image I can load. So I have 5 locations, and just give the locations to here. Okay, so this is what dog image we have. You can also feed your image as well, guys. Okay, just go ahead and we try this and we get this out. Okay, so we call this image or not, guys? Okay, so this we getting using help of this packages load underscore image. So we're not building CNN model now today. Today, I will try to understand how to create a augmented images for this dog. So let's assume we have only one dog and I wanted to create multiple dog images with different, I mean, sizes. So here data augmented, you need to create one folder in this locations, guys. You need to create one empty folder in the locations. Once you create empty folder, just go back. Very simple. You can say X equal to image to array. We need to convert this image to array or not? Next step. Once we reshape, this is NumPy array with shape 1, 3, 150. I'll come back to more, I mean, insights of I will come back more insights of CNN one to you. So tomorrow we have another projects about this. Whatever theories we covered, tomorrow we discuss all the projects in CNN you can also build. Okay. And once we do a reshape here, so I equal to 0 for batch. So for batch, okay, in data gen, what is data gen, guys? Do you see image data generator or not? We create a data gen here, just go up data gen or not. For batch in data gen dot flow. So dot flow is, see, look at this. The moment when you have these parameters, by default batch size is how much, guys? 32. Shuffle true, sample weights none. Save to directory. There is options called save to directory or not. So when it given save to directory, and what is the save format by default? PNG. By default, save to format is PNG. Did you see? So data gen dot flow. This dot flow is very important in, and also there's a two things I wanted to highlight on. The batch size is always how much, guys? 32. And what I said right now, dot flow. It will print all the images from the directory. I'll get back to this. I'll get back to this. One moment. Okay. So batch size 1, save to directory. We have options or not? We have to, because whatever the augmented images we create, okay. So arguments X means what? Input data. Okay. NumPy array of rank 4 or tuple, and then Y label. Batch as we mentioned by default is 32. Sample weights, save to directories. This allow you to optionally specify directory to which to save augmented pictures being generated by visualizations, isn't it? Save prefix by default PNG or not? And the format would be PNG or JPEG. If you do not mention, you might get a bug, isn't it? Returns. Then you can try one iterations. For iterations, we do in a for loop, batch, and save to directory. This is what we create a file locations here. Let's copy, and I wanted to store all the images with a name called dogs, guys, isn't it? And what is the format, guys? JPEG. And then I plus a repeats if I greater than 25 till 25 times. Otherwise, generate would look indifferent. Definitely. So just go ahead and we execute this. Once we done, I wanted to check this. So how many images I told to generate, guys? 25. So 1, 2, 3. So 22, 23, 24, 25. Can we create multiple images? Can we create 200 images? Can you create 2 lakhs images? Can you train now? Will you train as input now, guys? Did you understand? So rather than what I'm saying, look at this. This image we haven't trained. We load with nice image, but this has happened with the parameters shear, zoom, isn't it? And this one, look at this. Tim, did you understand or not? Now, when you feed these attributes, the model would be more accurate. The model would be more accurate. Guys, are you getting my point? So how to create it, augmented images. So you can do your projects with you update your photos, and then you can build the augmented images, and you can post in the classrooms, or you can post in your LinkedIn and Git as well. Okay, guys. So this is the first part we done. Why the data augmentation is important. Now let's go ahead and a little bit discuss on this one, and then we get back to PySpark, and then we'll have practicals day by day, and let's do this. And why data augmentations is important. Deep learning, it helps address the challenges posed by limited training data, isn't it? If the training data is very limited, and maximum time improve model generalizations, robustness, okay, and understand before you post these things in LinkedIn, make sure copy and paste as a content. So the one who read, they can understand for what reason we built this. Look at the point. It improved model generalizations, data augmentations introduce variations in training data, making model more to overfitting. Overfitting occurs when the model training data performs poorly on unseen data, isn't it? Yes or no, Tim? It might be get overfitting, it might be underfitting as well. Balancing data distributions. We need to split the data or not? So if your data have only few records like 10, you can't do this. So noise robustness, adding random noise, distortions, or all those things, overall the valuable technique that aids in improving the performance, generalizations, and robustness of machine learning models by augmented the training data with carefully designed transformations. And I hope it could be better on real world scenarios. Team, are you understand or not? Let's assume in your area one street light is there. Okay. And you need to be create multiple street light, then you train the accuracy is accurate, good or not. Did you understand? So these things is very important. And today we done one projects, and the project's called what, guys? This is data augmentations. Now tomorrow, no, class is not done. Don't go. We just, so here, what I'm saying, we done one projects. I'll share this today. Please work on it. Data augmentations. Please work and update in, work with your family, work with your kids when they go to school. All right. In the school also, they've been implemented all those things. Once you're done, please work. Update in classroom and update in LinkedIn. Okay. And update in your Git. And this is now you more updations would be required. Are you guys getting me? Okay. This is what we done. And tomorrow we build one project called mood classifications. And whatever the theories we completed now, whatever theory we completed now, we need to see the practical, how to use softmax, how to use binary, what are the loss functions, everything we need to discuss tomorrow one projects, guys. And the name of the project is mood classifications. Like human understand when you're smiling, this guy is happy mode. How my machines recognize you're happy or sad. So that's called AI, isn't it? Human intelligence versus artificial intelligence. In NLP, we learned after a full stop, there is a sentence. We understand because we trained it. We learned it. Now my machines also recognize after full stop, that is a sentence. My machines recognize which is grammar. And you learned, now machines recognize with the help of packages. When you install the packages in your machines, the machine starts things like a human brain. That's called, if you see the, what we call, guys, if you see a lot of, what, guys, meaning, concepts, and heading, they'll talk, it will convert a human mimic. It mimic human brain, isn't it? So that's what we're doing right now. That's what my machine recognize this is a dog maze, isn't it, guys? Okay. Now, the next step, what we do is PySpark. Let's continue. And these things I won't want to continue in one. So let me combine a little, and then we complete this, guys. Okay. So here, this is TensorFlow. And see, don't try and you open with a normal one and then you get a bug. What I hope you understand. In the Jupyter, we have two Jupyter we installed. One is for TensorFlow and one is for Base. So most of the students, what they do, they open Base, sir, I'm not getting error. Can you help me? They spend 1 month of it, isn't it? So don't do like that. Okay. So just go here and click it and let's change this one. I'm till now, I know batch I introduced YOLO V8 and I want you to introduce YOLO V8 for this batch. If let's get back to that, all those things, guys. Okay. And see, machine learning, we spend more time because once you understand machine learning, everything is clear to you. That is the alphabetic of data science. If you don't know alphabet, then you never create words, you never create sentence, isn't it? The same way, when you don't know ML algos, you never build activation functions, you not understand. So that's why I take more in detail examples of, so the one who not miss, I highly recommend you to trust me, guys. Many of my students, they become a champ after complete the course because you open the book now. Now ML is easy for you. Prior, it is not easy. Now it is easy. Did you understand? Okay. Let's close this one. Okay. Where is PySpark? Spark. So I hope in Spark we introductions is done. Okay. And we haven't talked about this. Let's complete. And see, every class I will show you the images. I guys understand? Because if you read the theory, tomorrow you forgot. But if you watch movie in childhood, if I ask you, do you help me or not? Okay, who was the hero of that movie? You can immediately tell. The same way, every concepts I will show the images. That means all the sessions, it should be go to your brain and stuck it over there. That's called, okay. So please understand the CV would be you really enjoy the classes. One conditions if you know the back old classes, guys. Okay. So most of my students, what they do, they quit, they come back after 1 year and they take recordings. Now they do it. So don't want to do this, guys. Okay. So let me go back to the next one, PySpark. So in these sessions, what we do, we understood yesterday we had some issues or not. What was the issues? Anybody remember? By default, it captured as string. Even though age is integer, it captured as a string, isn't it? Do you remember or not? In C, we discuss in all class about PySpark how to read the data set in pandas and pandas versus PySpark. All right, we discussed this one. Every times I said dot show functions, isn't it? Dot show, you need to be, we need to be update, then only you get an output. Now let's create a Spark sessions from PySpark.sql import Spark sessions. We create one Spark sessions here. And once we do this, so we try to create the app called data frames. Okay. And this app is created in virtual RAM, isn't it? And then have a look at this. And also when we work on Spark, I showed you how to, I mean, what exactly, guys? How to take all the column out, isn't it? Header out, inform, info schema, all those things we discuss. When we build the app, it will take sometimes. We need to be wait for that. Just wait for some time. It's take more time. Only this part it take more time, guys. Rest of things would be fine. Okay, now go back to this part. We create a Spark UI sessions in memory, and this is versions. This is app name we create. The app name is called data frame. Now, yesterday, do you remember or not this part? We already practiced this. No worries, I will share everything and then I'll share this code so that you can also work about this. Now, minimize and let's try had a dot true. And then if we do not mention header, what happened? C0, C1 will be creates. One moment. Okay, now PySpark.show. So assume I have one employee table. Let's the employee name, employee age, employee experience, and employee salaries we have. So if we do not mention header true, so we get C0, C1, C2, C3, which is not required, Now print schema, when you do the print schema, actually name is string, perfect. Age is not a string, experience is not a string, salary also not a string, isn't it, team? But when you notice, by default, it captured everything is a string. By default, it is which is incorrect or correct, guys? Definitely it is incorrect. Now, how to convert this to proper, I mean, information? So let's try this. You can write, rather than you write like this, you can write another way as spark.read CSV. You can just mention header equals to true, info schema equal to true. What you say, guys? Header equal to true and info schema equals to true. Let's have a look at this. Read.csv. The CSV of these parameters, info schema none. And here, just scroll down, scroll down. See, if you work each and every parameters, it will take more time. You never complete the projects on time, isn't it? Let me tell you guys, everybody using MS Excel or not? Do you know every functionality in depth? No. Whatever required, the work is going on or not? Did you understand what I'm saying? The similar way, you have multiple parameters. Don't use your brain into multiple parameters. Let's do the way I'm getting when the time comes up, you get to know. I guess getting me or not? See, definitely, guys, a lot of people says data structures, algorithms is very important, but I want for my C, the data structures are different concepts. C++, the data structures are different. Java, the data structures are different. Python, data structures are different. Did you understand or not? Even though nowadays what happened, the one who expert at C, they're learning Python data structures because they know for them it's easy, because Python programming is easy to integrate each and everything, guys. So because the one beautiful part is the packages and is very easily connected to everywhere. So that's why you must need to know, even you don't know C, C++, Java. I have my many students, guys, who got placed within 4 months. Very simple. They didn't done anything. They joined. They don't at least get into deep Python. Okay, they learned what exactly functions, methods, and all these things. And once they done Python and they learned ML, they know stats, they know AI, build simple projects, apply 50 interviews, get jobs. Now they learned, isn't it? Guys, are you getting my point? The fact is, when you have money, your brain works. Did you understand? The fact is that, so when you don't have money, it will give you hard works, guys. So a lot of people say in IT, you must need to be, I know you have to do that, but immediately it's not possible, isn't it? This is, we need to do hard work from 12th, from graduations. We haven't done. We kill most of our time. Now, you don't want to kill time at 25 years, isn't it, guys? So rather than you kill your time, just try to get some paycheck so your brain is constant. Let's learn and make a proper planning for next 5 to 10 years, guys. And in the next 5 to 10 years, now you learned all the data structures from beginning. Everything is possible. See, we are living till 60 years. Remember, right now we are 25 now. 55 years, if I study for 1 hour per day, excellent, fantastic. There's nothing word called impossible. Am I correct or not, guys? Just 1 hour. 9 hours we spend for CEOs, for company, for somebody's life. How Mukesh Ambani rich, guys? He purchase others' time. He not purchase you. He pay for your time. So the money formula is time into, I mean, there's a, I don't want to get back to all those things. So very simple. I'm saying 1 hour study for yourself, not for your CEO for company. Even though whoever it may be, the fact is this is leaders talk, means I try to let you know the secrets. 1 hour for 25 years, guys. Let's see, then you come back this word, you can talk to me after 25 years. Are you guys getting my point or not? This is fact. This is fact things, guys. So please do this everything. So right now, why I'm saying all those things? Many people come back, sir, no jobs, no calls. So what? So why so worry? Just you can go to, I mean, even though the Zomato delivery guys, they're not studies, they're earning or not? Builders, real estate guys, they're earning or not? Isn't it? They never studies, guys. I hope many of friends that didn't studies, they earned good money, isn't it? So lot of, I mean, this, I don't want to get back to the topic, all those things, but you must need to know these things, team. Clear? So even though you don't have jobs, so no need to be so scared that you not get, and no need to be go somewhere and like beg for jobs. Job should earn. Anyway, let's go to this one. So here, as we discuss right now, these attributes are all by default it's string or not. This is strings, and I wanted to make the header true and info schema true. What is info schema? I already told you. The moment when you execute this, 1 second, the same data sets we print and print schema, check this. Now it is changed or not now? Name is string, good. Age, experience, salary, age, experience, integer or not? Now it is changed. Now this is proper format. Now you may ask, sir, what happened? What is output we get? We don't get any output. We make a proper format. That's it. So from today onwards, we will write this data set, only two attributes, header true and info schema equals to true. That's it, guys. From today onwards, now what is the type of this one? The type of is data frame. The type of the PySpark is data frame. PySpark.head equals to 3, isn't it? I mean, these are the, I mean, top 3 options will get like pandas. Dot show we get on entire PySpark.columns. These columns we have or not? And let's say PySpark.name.show, because when we have name, we don't get any output. You need to apply name.show, isn't it? We parse one attribute. In Python, what you do, we apply square brackets or not? So then df select statement. What statement we do, guys? Select statement name dot show. Univariate, isn't it? Univariate. Name experience dot show. Name experience dot show. How to parse single variable and 2 columns using help of PySpark. Now, what are the data types? Name is string, age is integer, experience is integer, salary is integer, isn't it, team? Now, show. Describe. What describe does? It gives us descriptive informations or not? It gives us descriptive informations of the data. So describe dot show. So when we have describe, let's try. Have a look at this. Summary. Would you get describe of name? Mean of the name? What is mean of summer, winter, rainy? Can you say this? Not make sense. The same way, the count 6, mean is null because I mean the name, we don't have any mean, standard deviations, we don't have minimum. What is minimum value? Alex, isn't it? What is max? Sandra. So I mean to say A, B, C, D. Minimum is A, maximum is D, isn't it? So here, now in this case, A, minimum, max is Sandra. I guess getting my point. Age, definitely you can find mean of this one, minimum age, maximum age, minimum salaries and maximum salaries. Do you see what is meant by PySpark or not? Python plus Spark, we build the same things, guys. Now PySpark.show, we already get this one. Okay, so let's assume I have experience of these employee. Jack has 10-year experience. Alex has 8-year experiences, guys. All right. And the reason functionality is called dot with column or without column, adding columns in the data frame. So how to add in Python? I hope you know this, guys. Okay. X is equals to 1. Okay. And X is equal to 0 for rows. All those things we know this. Here, dot with column, just check this out. So PySpark dot with column, what exactly it does, it return a new class by adding a column or replacing the existing column that has the same name. For example, so notes if you go back this one, df with column age 2, df age plus 2. Did you understand or not? If you have age 2, the name will be add with 2 become 4 now. So let's apply the same things here. So with column senior experience, I wanted to create a new column as senior experience, df PySpark, okay? And experience plus 2 means 10 plus 2, 12, 8 plus 2, 10. Is it senior or not? If you add 2 more here, let's try this. And then PySpark.show, isn't it? The senior experience is added. 10 plus 2, 12, 8 plus 2, 10, 4 plus 2, 6, 3 2 plus 2, 5, and 1 plus 2 equals to 3. Would you guys, are you getting my point or not? Okay. So how to drop this one? Apply the drop functions, dot drop. So return a new, it drop the specified column. What is your mentions name? PySpark.drop. Let's try and let's show this. We drop the column or not? How to add a column and how to drop the column. Now let's say with the column renamed. So what is meant by with column? Existing, new. Existing is name, new, name one. Or you maybe change to name, space, new. So let's try this. So the name become name underscore new. Let's run. So here, name new, we get it or not, team? So with column renamed and dot drop, and what else, guys? We discuss dot with column. Understand, team, or not? Now PySpark dot show. Okay, not this one. Let's close and I'm sorry. So here, let's copy this. Are you guys getting my point or not? Understand up to this, team? So same things. If you open this one now, I mean to say UI. Okay. So how many jobs we run? So we taken 14 minutes to run this code. How many minutes, guys? Did you see everything is tracking or not? In pandas, you can't track like it, isn't it? We can't monitor like it. So if you see this submitted 9:38, what is today's date, guys? 21. Okay. So when 9:38, duration 48 minutes, and all the jobs we done and durations taken. And some of the jobs is if you go to executors and wait for some time. Okay, so it's SQL. In detail, it is given, guys. Okay, so you can track. So that's why when it's a big applications, they can use PySpark as well. So these things you must need to be working organizations to get into deeper side, guys. Am I clear or not? All right. So I hope today we done another sessions called PySpark with PySpark with. I mean, info functions, describe, and what else, guys? How to add the column, how to add the column, how to rename the column, and how to drop the column, and what else, guys? And also what we done in the next step is and change the data type, how to change the data type, and then info schema and all those things we done, guys, isn't it? So I will stop here and then tomorrow we continue these things, guys. Are you clear or not? I will share these projects to you now. One moment, 8:30. Okay, see, you can use all those things like you can apply your data and You can move it, guys. All right. And start working on this. Any files are missing to send? SpiceBark is missing. I will please update in the classroom. Okay. The after you've done the work. Team, please work on. A post. Are you clear or not, guys? Okay. Anjali, can you send the resume once again? All right. Okay. See you tomorrow and have a good day for today. Okay. Yeah. Tomorrow we do another thing like another projects we'll build in OpenCV and a few projects, many more projects we build in upcoming days. All right, guys. Thank you.